Good to go.
Good evening, everybody. We'll be with you in just a second here. We're just getting final stuff set up here at City Hall.
Chair that isn't falling apart. The arms on that one are all loose.
I have to get the squirrel to tighten it up.
We're ready for my end, Chris.
Yep, I'm just waiting for Mel.
Gotcha.
All right, Mel's good. All right. Good evening, everybody. It is 5:32. We will call the Choteau City Council meeting for March 1st to order. Those present will stand, rise, and say the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everybody. For those watching tonight, present are Councilman Kokoli, Councilman Howard, Councilman Merja, Deputy Clerk Tom Fraunfelter, myself, Rich Lesky, Jen Asselstein from Kappa, and Melody from the Acantha.
We'll probably have one more joining us too.
We may have one more join us. Online is Councilman Diakos. And
Evening.
The other camera is from Tom for the front of the show. So first thing would be the minutes from our last meeting.
I move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion from Councilman D and a second from Councilman Merja. Any changes or corrections? Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes will stand as approved. Request to be out of state. I told you guys last time that I was going to be out of state from March 12th through the 17th. I am not going to be out of state from March 12th to the 17th. I'm eating my tickets to New Orleans because there's just too much going on in my real world to be gone that long. So anybody else?
How far out do you want to know, sir?
Just between now and our next meeting.
Okay. I'm not till end of May or early June. So
All right. No unfinished business. So which takes us to our first item then on new business, and Rich has presented us with his written request and the list for our annual car shows, June 8th, July 13th, and August 10th.
I move approval of the request.
Second.
I have a request, a motion from Councilman D and a second from Councilman Howard. Excuse me. I think these are excellent events. I get a kick out of them. They bring people from out of town in, bring cars from out of town in. It's a wonderful thing, Rich, and I'm glad that you do these.
Thank you.
Did you want to give your 5 minutes?
Well, I was expecting.
I know, I'm
Yeah.
ready for, I am ready for you. You may address.
Richard Lusty, Choteau resident. I put on the Roadkill Car Club 3 shows during the summer, nighttime shows on Wednesdays. If you can't read my handwriting on the wall there, it's pretty bad, and I didn't get no corrections this time, which is good.
You spelled my name right.
Yeah, as long as I spelled mayor right, and the city council, I appreciate you taking your time and reading it. But basically says it's the time of the year for everybody to start dusting off their motorcycles, cars, trucks. Well, this year it's good for 1 week, and then the next week they're putting them back in.
Yeah.
But it's time for everybody to get ready for doing the car shows, and I was asking permission to use the information parking lot again. Last year we averaged 35 cars a show. It was a real good year. You never know from one year to the next. Everybody did pretty much with the COVID, they followed the rules. A lot of the car people do not like to use the masks and everything, but it was open air. Everything turned out good. I had sanitizer and stuff there just in case. I know a lot of them did use, like, they like stopping at local
Oh,
restaurants,
you bet. buying
buying gas, go to the grocery store. They always come up for the ice cream. They just like the ice cream. As you see on the screen right now, the shows are on Wednesday nights. A good guy from Great Falls makes these out for me, makes it proof, and then I print them up after I get a little bit sometimes before I get permission. But Wednesday, June 8th, 2022. Wednesday, July 13th, 2022. Wednesday, August 10th, 2022. They run from 6 o'clock until 8:30. I'm usually there by 5 o'clock at the information center setting up. I've got door prizes and things to give away. It says it goes till 8:30, but if you want to see the cars, you gotta be there about 8 o'clock. I give the trophies away at 8 o'clock and they disperse pretty quick, which if they're from Great Falls, it's a good reason they have to get back home. It is going to be $2 to enter a car this year. I used to just charge $1 to enter a car, but even the dollar store went up to $1.25 now.
I know.
So it's cost me more for the door prizes than I get back, but it's not to make money. It's to bring people into town. Show them Choteau. They love the dinosaurs. They love the ice cream parlor. Some of them go in a museum, which is good. But I thank you for your consideration. It's everybody's pretty on board about it. So let me know if it's okay, I guess, if you vote, you know.
You will know momentarily, Mr. Rich.
Thank you very much. I'll stay here until you. So I could either pout or I could
There you
just.
go, exactly. Any questions from any of the council members?
I do. It's more of a question for you, Mr. Mayor. So in terms of the visitor center, it's something I'm dealing with in the chamber right now. We're trying to figure out when people get to use it, who they need to work with, who they need to get permission from. And obviously, it seems like this has been quite a few years. Rich, how many years have you been doing this?
This will be officially the 13th year.
13th. So you've been, and I presume coming to the city for permission on that to do them. So just at some point, I do want to visit with you, Mr. Mayor, and the clerk, and kind of figure out chamber versus city and who needs to go through what to get approval for things to use that parking lot or the visitor center and all that. So just kind of on my mind. So
I understand that, and that makes some sense.
Yep. And just so you know, Rich, I did create some Facebook events for you preemptively on the Visit Choteau Facebook page. So they're out there, pretty much ready to go.
Yeah, I usually don't do too much advertising. It's usually word of mouth. I have people in Great Falls that advertise in Great Falls for me. And yeah, and I'm sure that we leave the parking lot pretty nice and clean.
Oh, yeah.
When we,
Oh, no question.
We've never had a
I make
complaint.
sure everything's picked up. And I appreciate, what was it, the JCs were in charge of it last year, the restrooms or whatever, and they left it open a little bit longer on my car show days.
The Chamber of Commerce.
Chambers, yeah.
Chamber of Commerce.
Yep. We're glad to do that.
Okay, well, I appreciate it.
Mel, any questions? Jim? Nope. Hearing none. Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Welcome to the car show world, Rich.
Thank you very much again, and hopefully we'll do it for some more time before
I
get
look
too
forward to
bad
it.
that I can't do it.
Yes, sir. Look forward to it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Next item would be vote on resolution 880. This is the authorizing R&D revenue bond anticipation note. This is a 27-page document. Your excitement and thrillingness. It's right up there with the Tom Clancy novel.
Use it Sunday night to sleep better.
Yes.
I move approval of resolution 880.
Second.
I have a motion from Councilman D and a second from Councilman Merja. This is nothing out of the ordinary. This is what we've done on every other bond issued project that the city of Choteau has gone through. It is to meet the requirements of the DNRC, to meet the requirements of our other lending off partners, and making sure that our paperwork and our accounting systems are up to process the project.
It's basically a CYA.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
Chris, the total cost of 1.5 million,
Mhm.
that's just for the bond portion of this project? There's other funding on top of this?
Correct.
This is
Yes.
Only a fraction.
This is only a fraction of it, yes.
Okay.
We have to get, what do you want to call it? In the real estate world, it'd be a bridge loan. Well, funds between what we have to allocate and the next allocation, we may have to borrow money. And by doing so, this is where this process comes into play.
I call the question.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We'll get that signed and out the door tomorrow. So possible March 15th date. I have no heartburn with that date, but is there a chance we could do one of two things? We could do it at noon or in the afternoon, because I have to be in Darby by 7. Or we could do it at 5:30 by Zoom, and I can zoom in from an undisclosed parking lot in Darby.
What would be your preference?
I would just as soon do it by Zoom. Then I'm not rushing to get across the mountains.
My mother-in-law is down in Derby. If you want to deal with her, I'll let her know you're coming. You can use her
Yeah.
internet. She's got
Yeah.
Starlink, so it's.
Oh,
the good stuff.
I'll do it from the fire department
You're gonna
building.
call Malene and.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, Councilman?
I'm fine
Councilman?
with whatever you.
We will Zoom it at 5:30 then. We'll just go
Sounds
by
Sounds
Zoom.
good.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what's easiest for you.
yeah. Well, I can do it from my phone. You have some claims ahead of you tonight, and I,
Get the link.
yeah,
Right?
and
So,
I'll come back
Chris,
to that.
just to clarify, will we all be Zoom then, or just you?
No, everybody.
Okay,
Everybody can Zoom,
there you go, Mel.
Thank you.
okay? On the claims, we're gonna have more coming in. We have nothing.
Well, it's the first.
It's
of
the
month.
first of the month, so expect some emails from Jody here asking for some further approval on some claims as they come in.
Is there anything weird that we're expecting?
No, next month, our Visa bill will be a little bit higher, but we bought a laptop and a printer for the fire department that they were budgeted for.
Okay,
Other than that, no, we're just expecting the remainder of the fuel bills and things like that that have yet to show up.
Okay.
So I would take a motion on the claims presented tonight.
I'll move
So
we pay
moved.
claims.
I have a motion from Councilman Merja,
Second,
second from Councilman Howard. There must be a
Not on the
lag in
ball.
the internet tonight.
I guess.
You sure you want Three Rivers with this lag?
Exactly. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Montana Mutual MMIA's Winter Executive Forum starts tomorrow at the stage stop. There's 56 elected officials, city managers and mayors coming to town. All of them are staying at the stage stop, I believe, except one, unless there was a cancellation and he may have gotten in. I'm taking him on a tour tomorrow. I want to thank Mr. Damon for the use of the Bulldog bus and Ken Meyer for being my driving Mr. Daisy around. We're gonna go to Alpine Touch, the Pavilion, the Roxy, up by the airport, and then we'll finish back up at the stage stop in. And we've got some stuff to talk about at each location. And at the Roxy, we'll just kind of do a little question and answer thing with them. We will be here through Friday at noon. And then they're heading home. If you're out and about over by the baseball parks, the new construction sign is up from Bowling Construction indicating about the project, the wastewater project that's about to begin. What else do I have?
So is this forum the one that was supposed to be like
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah, excellent.
Chris, what time does that all kick off in the morning?
Registration starts at 10 and then the bus is picking everybody up about 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay. I'm hoping that we'll point out every restaurant, every vendor in town, and say, by the way, coffee, breakfast, dinner, lunch, and make sure everybody's aware of what's going on.
It'd be easier if we had business licenses.
No, it wouldn't. That's more work for us.
Man, that's fighting words.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the job applications are out for the utility billing clerk. They're going to close at 5 o'clock on Thursday. We have a couple of back and we have a couple out still. Other than that, anybody got anything for the good of the order? Councilwoman Coley?
Nothing.
I kept the neighborhood quiet while you were gone.
Good job.
Councilman Howard?
Fire's out.
Yeah, fire's out.
That's good.
Fire's out. Councilman Merja?
A couple of things. Steve, I reached out to Gloria and on the skate park,
Ooh,
and she sent me her contacts that she went through. She was basically just a go-between. So, there's a lot. I mean, so
Mhm.
I don't know if we want to, I asked for residents that were interested, and I have one, but I also, I don't know, this is quickly becoming bigger than one person can handle. So maybe Chris, you and I, or Steve, you and I
I would sit down with you,
can sit
Councilman.
down and we can look at how to parse this out, because
Yeah.
I think it needs to happen. We also had a young man bring up the BMX track today, which is why he was gonna try and show up and apparently he couldn't make it tonight, but he's been in contact with the US BMX counselor. I'm gonna get the name wrong.
Well, wasn't Spencer looking at doing that? Yeah.
And they said, yeah, I mean, if you want to do one, they can give us the specs and what they need for it to be. Honestly, his dream is that it be a place where they can actually hold
A qualifier.
qualifiers, which doesn't require a very big facility. And so if we're already going to be doing dirt work for a skate park, doing a BMX track, because we wouldn't have to do the concrete or anything, just the dirt work, I mean, it doesn't increase the expense by much. We couldn't necessarily roll them into one because of funding, but if we could get funding from two sources and have them coincide, and we had a place we wanted to put them, I mean, it's definitely something I'm willing to look at least trying to do.
I'm up for the challenge. I'll sit down with you.
Okay, sounds good.
Anything else?
I don't think so. No.
Jen, anything from one of the hats you wear?
What about
Okay,
other councilman?
yep, next meeting. I don't think I have anything else for you guys tonight. Out there, I just want folks to know as the weather warms up again, we issued several dog citations last week. And I had several complaints of people riding motorcycles down in the mini park. And we've had complaints of people riding snowmobiles in the mini park.
Mhm.
So we have ordered signs that say no motorized vehicles will be placed down there just as a preemptive. But I would say if you see somebody doing that, call the sheriff's office and then call city. It's just a quicker step in the process. So
Is the entirety of that field the city property, or is some of it privately?
there's a
owned?
corner of it belongs to Durkis's.
Okay,
So. But nonetheless, inside the city limits, unlicensed motorcycles, off-road riding shouldn't be. And same with the motorized vehicles for the snowmobiles. Our ordinances have never addressed that, and I would hope we would not have to address it with an ordinance. So we have our new town person is here for Northwestern Energy. They're in the community now. I got the email from Jim Vincent from Northwestern Energy, and their community marketing gal is going to be here Thursday as well. So it's nice to have somebody here. Northwestern Energy was over changing a couple of power poles over by the rodeo grounds and behind the weather beater as well, transmission lines. So
good.
Other than that, there's nothing else, you guys. I would tell you, go eat pancakes. Catholic dinner, Shrove Tuesday pancake dinner at the Pavilion. I was down there early. I left some for Councilman Howard. That's where he's off to. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you.